Welcome back to the 57 Chevy here on ShopDog-Garage. Don't know how much we're going to get done today, but you can see here, Harlan's rebuilt the flange. So remember last week I cut all that out, all his hard work, so he had to redo it. But you can see we're right against the frame. Popping that extra 3 inches per side, it really does make for a tight fit. That's probably why they don't go 4 inches per side. So anyway, we've got it. There was that little flange here that's been trimmed, so we should be able to fit in here no problem. We'll get the jack and we'll get ready for all that. If you recall last week, we had to do some correction because this angle and the angle on the panel weren't quite the same, you know, and unfortunately I don't even know whether to blame the car or the aftermarket or everybody. So it doesn't matter as long as when we're done everything closes and looks good. So we got our stack of clamps. We're going to go ahead and try to see how this fits now. All right, we've only just started the clamping. There's a little more to do. But remember, our little scratch line is right here. And I know it's really hard for you guys to see, so I made a new scratch line. And you'll notice we're right where we're supposed to be. So we're going to get the front clamped. And then we'll come back here and continue clamping in the back as well. Remembering, no matter what we do, we're going to be against the frame, both sides. Okay. So you can see here, that is a giant improvement over last time. So we even got this corner much better now. There's only a few clamps on here too. That's the best part. So this, I don't think is, nope, not even supporting any weight right now. That's what we use to line it. This clamp is what's actually holding it. We've got that really close. He'll be able to hammer that and weld that down. And if you recall, we had that spring we had to get over, and then there's a guide channel. So we got that into that guide channel. So you can see it, maybe you can see it right there. So yeah, he's just got a little bit of clamping and welding to do, you know, as he goes. That is really sharp. Something about sheet metal, and you drill it and you leave a hole and it goes in your thumb. And then I don't know if I showed this before, but remember there was a hole here, so we cut that off and patched it. So that looks pretty good. I see one daylight right here. Let me see. Yeah, he's got a couple little stitches to go yet, but that's pretty close. So yeah, this will go a long way to making this car a lot sturdier. All right, so in fact, here's the piece that he cut off the car right here, and then here's the donor that he happened to cut the good piece out of. You look at all those complex shapes and you can see why he wanted to use a donor if he could. Yeah, that would have been really difficult to make.
Curves too.
Well, it curves that way and that way. Well, and even that. So yeah, you just spent 3 days making that.
In pieces.
Yes. Oh yeah, that wouldn't have been one stamp. So yeah, anytime you can get actual metal, it sure is nicer. Well, I think we're actually pretty happy. Got a few more clamps on here. Things are a lot tighter than they were. Got a nice fit here, so it'll be just like over there. All this up here fits nice. You know, I think this is going to work out pretty nice. And here's the actual frame for the 57. You'll notice she's still sitting on a board on the front, because if we come in here to the paint room, you're going to find he's been busy. Let me grab a light. Oh, so let me grab a light real quick. And he really likes red calipers, black rotors, black spindles. You can see he's been doing quite a bit of painting in here. All the little bits and bobs. So this is all the stuff that just takes forever and drives you crazy trying to find everything. Yeah, there's a new drag link. Oh, you don't break that tube. All yeah, well, they came pre-painted. Well, powder coated, I think. But yeah, so this is all the stuff you got to do if you want it to look pretty fancy. Can't just rattle can this stuff. Definitely doesn't hold up. Yeah, and see, he's getting good about taping off the surface now instead of just wearing out his pads, cleaning paint. But yeah, so that's also what he's been doing. Well, this video may be a little short, but we're going to do some other things now because this is ready for him to weld. So this week it went awful quick. Last week it sure didn't. So you can see there's quite a bit he can get before the car's off the frame. That's where you'll have to do some final work. But anything really helps with the rigidity. And you can see this is what it'll look like when he's done with those. Just got to replicate the concept of the spot welds. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been another ShopRex approved video. Thanks for watching.